Okay, guys, welcome to our Monday night team call. If you guys don't know who I am, my name is Erin Barrow. I'm one of Caroline's coaches, and she asked me to lead tonight. We are going to go through Emerald, which is exciting. I'm excited to talk about this because I have some stories from my own coaching journey that I want to share with you guys. So, yeah, let's get started. So, we're going to talk through Emerald, the why, how, just why it's so important in our businesses and why it's that first big step, and why that goal just needs to be put in place and achieved as fast and as soon as possible, because it is such a launching point and gives you so much momentum in your business. So the first thing is why Emerald, and basically what Emerald is just creating and starting your team. When you sign up, you are a coach. You have nobody underneath of you. You have no team. But to get that momentum going, we're going to start building our team, and Emerald is the first step in doing that. So basically, it means you have two coaches on your team, one on your left leg, one on your right leg. I'm going to point you guys back later to that the team call we did a few weeks ago with Kyle, Caroline's corporate mentor. That is great if you want to know more about like the compensation plan around Emerald and how all that works. We're not going to dive into that really tonight a whole lot, but if you want to know more details, go back to that training. It's on our team page. So why Emerald? First of all, when you sign up to be a coach and you start your business and you kick off and you say, hey, I'm a Beachbody coach, and someone purchases, let's say collagen from you, you are going to earn commission. That's what you're working for. That's what you're selling products, and you're earning that 25% commission. Something that happens when you hit Emerald is you start getting the second layer of the compensation plan, which is exciting. You not only can get commission as a Beachbody coach, but you start getting those team cycle bonuses. So again, go back to that compensation plan training that we already did. I'm not going to kind of go into all the details of that, but you start getting those team cycle bonuses as you cycle each week. And when you look in your back office, you'll see a line in your like earning statements for those team cycle bonuses. So when you hit Emerald, you can get $14 for every time that you cycle. So again, go to that compensation plan training, but that is a huge deal. That is where you will start to see some residual income. Let's be honest, like commission is hard work. We're all working for commission, and it takes a lot of effort. And what a cool thing that we get to build our team and do this as a team and share that same vision and mission together and be compensated for that. So how cool is it to build a team and have that extra layer of the compensation plan? So that's where that team cycle bonus comes in. Another reason why Emerald is so important is because it shows the world, it shows your social media followers, it shows your friends and family that this is legit. I say this is a part of my story, but a reason why I was so hesitant to sign up to be a coach is because this is network marketing, and there's that big stigma around network marketing, and you see people come and go all the time. They start their business online and then 6 months later they're gone, or a couple weeks or a couple months, whatever that looks like. But when you hit Emerald and your coach shouts you out on social media and on your Facebook page and your Instagram page, people are watching and people are seeing like, oh, she's doing something with her business. She's moving forward. She's got some momentum going. She's got a team. She's got some leaders on her team that are running with her. So how cool is that you can show that to other people? So that's another huge piece of why Emerald. And the last piece is customer leads. So this is something kind of cool that Beachbody does. When you hit Emerald, you are eligible to receive customer leads. So you may or may not know that Beachbody did not start out as a network marketing company. They were just a health and fitness company that had awesome programs and products. And you might, if you're like up in the middle of the night nursing a baby or whatever, you'll see infomercials for Pio or for P90X. So people actually do call and buy stuff, and they don't have a coach, right? They just call the Beachbody number and they sign up for PIO and get their DVDs in the mail or whatever. When you're Emerald, you're eligible to get those free customers. So Beachbody will send you free customers. They will appear in your back office, which is really, really cool. And from there, they're your customers. You don't get commission on that first sale, but going forward, you do. And those are your customers now. So when you're Emerald, you're eligible to get those people. So I'm going to pause there. Do you guys have any questions for me before I keep going? Okay. So we are going to talk a little bit now about the how. So when you sign up to be Emerald or to be a coach, you have to be active. So active means that you have 50 personal volume points. So that means that you are receiving product every month, whether that be Shakeology, whether that be the performance stack or whatever that looks like for you. You have to be active. So just know that none of this can move forward. You can't be Emerald if you are not getting some kind of product every single month. Now, keep in mind that if you are aiming for Success Club every month, you have to hit 90 PV. So that means like Shakeology is 90 PV. The performance stack gets you 90 PV. So just keep that in mind. 50 keeps you active, but if you want to hit Success Club, you have to have 90. And that's something that I didn't know for a long time. So just make note of that. So to be Emerald, you have to be active. You have to be getting that 50 PV every single month. Now, I guess I should have had like a diagram, but when we talk about Emerald, that means two coaches. So you're here at the top and you have a left leg and a right leg. You have to have a coach on each. They also have to be active. So that means they have to be receiving 50 personal volume points every single month. Now, I want to kind of just pause here, and I'm not going to say anything that you guys don't know already, but our goal here is to help people and help them get results in their health and fitness business. And I don't ever want you to feel like, oh, I have to like get this person to order something so I can stay active. And like, we don't want to do that. We want to create solutions for people who really, truly do need this in their lives. So just remember that, like when you get people on your legs and like, they're people, you know, and we're here to support them in whatever that looks like, whether it be Shakeology, whether it be beach bars for their kids' basketball games, whether it be collagen or whatever that looks like. It can be anything. And also keep that in mind too, that 50 PV doesn't have to be from Shakeology. It doesn't have to be from Energize. It can be from Daily Sunshine. It can be from Power Greens. It can be from, just as long as it adds up to 50 PV. I wrote down some that this training that I watched today, he does collagen and Energize. That's a duo that gets you 50 PV. Collagen and Power Greens, beach bars. So just know there's a lot of ways to be active, and there's a graphic in our team page that shows you that too. So just keep that in mind. When you have your two legs, both of those coaches have to be active. Okay, so another thing that we need to talk about when we talk about Emerald is our strong and weak legs. If you don't know what your strong and weak leg is, reach out to your coach and they can help you figure that out. Basically, it just means which leg has more volume because of your coach putting people below you. So make sure that you figure that out, because that will determine how we strategize to get you to Emerald. Basically, and this is a story I'm going to throw out, and Caroline might laugh when she hears this, but when Caroline said, okay, your first goal is Emerald, this is how you're going to do this. You're going to sign up your husband. I didn't for a very long time. Honestly, because I was nervous because I was nervous to make that financial investment. I wasn't even sure if like I was ready to be a leader of my own team. I was very scared. But looking back, when she told me to do that, I should have listened. So just know that like your upline has your best interest in mind, and Emerald is your first stepping stone. So the how to get to Emerald: first, find your strong and weak legs. Go into your back office and figure that out with your coach. Then we really suggest that you sign up your spouse, a sister, a mom, an aunt, a friend, a cousin who you can control their account. And here is why. You want to put them on your weak leg, because then you have control of that weak leg and you can build it. So let me just give you an example in my own business. I signed up my husband, Jason, on my left leg, which is my weak leg. Now that I'm farther along in the business, I'm a diamond coach, I have built his leg and I have total control over it. So now that I'm pushing to 1 star, I can go into his account and build his account to diamond and get to 1 star. That's a lot of control. And you will never, when you put those 2 people on each leg, those spots are forever gone. You will never ever get back to just having those 2 people. You will never get those spots back. That's why that person has to be your first coach that you sign up. So I signed up Jason, and I signed up a good friend who just loved the products and wanted a discount. So that was my Emerald, and it took me way longer than it should have. Let me tell you, I will be totally honest with that. Because it's just 2 people and 1 person you know, and this person should be somebody you know too. So do you guys have any questions over how like strong and weak legs, or just how all that works before I move on to our last part? Okay, so the last thing is the who. I kind of touched on some kind of spouse or family member. It really should be either someone that loves the products. I don't have anyone yet, so both legs are weak. That's funny. That's a funny joke. So really, honestly, like I always say, Emerald should just be some people in your own life. I tell my coaches this all the time. Guys, it takes a lot of time and effort and just being so consistent on social media for a random social media person to come and join your business. It takes a lot of time for that, to build that social media following and to build that trust, and like people want to know that you're going to be around more than a couple months. So your first customers and your first people on your team will probably be friends and family and people that you know, and that's awesome. That's awesome that you get to share this gift with them. So just be thinking about people in your life that you think would be an awesome coach, or who are driven, who are into health and fitness already, who are always passionate about something and excited to do something new. Think about those people, because those might be the first people on your team. So my challenge to you is to start a list. Just start a list of people that you know. Maybe your doctor, maybe your dentist, maybe the person that delivers your mail, just the people that you come in contact with. I heard in that same training today that the average person knows 2,500 people. And we're talking about 2 on your team to get to Emerald. So I promise you that there's someone in your life that is excited and is ready to jump in. I was talking to a girl the other day, and her first two people were her mom and her sister, because they wanted to do a boot camp, and she said, hey, just sign up as coaches, get the awesome discount. And then she was Emerald. So it does not have to be a huge deal. I think that was part of my issue. I was just so scared of it, like, oh, Emerald, it's this big milestone, but it's really not. It's just a decision. You're going to level up in your business and start your team. So I'm really excited for you guys just to lean in and get excited about moving your teams forward. The other thing to keep in mind is if you're already Emerald, that's awesome. Do it again. Once you get to Emerald, getting to Diamond is going Emerald over and over and over again. So that is
Why you got
really
that
fun.
over your head?
Let me see if I can mute. Okay, do you guys have any questions? Please don't leave me hanging with no questions. I promise you, Emerald is not scary. The biggest thing is just to be confident and bold in what you have to offer. You guys would not be on this call on a Monday night at 8:23 if you did not believe in what we do here. Like, honestly, that's the bottom line. You would not be here. So you are passionate about what we do. You believe that these products work because you've seen it in your own life. And it's just like sharing anything else that you love, whether it be like a new favorite pair of jeans or a new movie that you just saw. This is just another part of your life that you can share with people and get them excited too. So Tricia said, so if you sign up your husband as a coach, is it a challenge pack he has to do and monthly PV? So you can sign up your husband however you want. You can either do a challenge pack or that $40 coach fee, but he has to maintain 50 PV if you want him active. Okay, so Jenna, how do you stay active as an emerald? So once you are emerald, you have to stay active, and those two people underneath of you have to stay active to keep your emerald status. And that's like that's the tricky thing in our business is we don't always want to be like trying to keep people active and like, oh, this person needs to go active. Like, that's why we're always we're always recruiting to our team and adding to those numbers so we can always have those people on our team and keep growing and getting that momentum going. Casey, once you've hit Emerald, is it okay if you don't hit Success Club 1 month, but you keep 50 PV? Yes. Yep. Okay, so Trisha, the $40, so you can sign up as a coach 2 different ways, either with a challenge pack or with just a coach $40 sign up fee. So when I came into the business, I had two options, a challenge pack or pay $40. But that $40 doesn't get you anything. It doesn't get you Shakeology or anything. So no, there's not a $40 per month fee. It's just a sign up. He will have that $15.95 coach fee that we all have to keep going. Tara, I use my husband's account for extras like hydrate. Yep, that's what I do too. I keep my Shakeology in my own account because that's 90 PV, and I want to hit Success Club in my own account, so I need to be getting 90 PV. And then Jason gets, usually it's the stack, like Recover and Energize. This month it was bar and beach bars. For Success Club, I need 90, but they can have 50, right? So if you want to hit Success Club, you need 90 PV. And if your husband is underneath of you, he needs 50.
Hey, Erin, can I say something real quick?
Yeah.
I was starting to type this, but it's just easier to say it. So, I just want to throw this out there. I think Tricia said something about like, if you have to buy a challenge pack or what you have to buy, but just a good option for y'all to think about. When I signed my husband up, like instead of doing a bod challenge pack, I did a nutrition challenge pack. Because I know I've had a lot of people ask me, and they're like, so I'm just going to buy another bod and just have it. I mean, you can give it to somebody, you can give somebody access to it, but that's a good option. Like if y'all are wanting to look into Ultimate Portion Fix or 2B, like just sign them up with that kind of challenge pack. That way you get access to that. I mean, because you're going to do it anyways. So it's a good way to kind of get access to that. But yeah, I just wanted to share that.
Yeah, that's a great idea. I never thought of that, Shay.
Yeah, that's really smart. I was also going to say too, I think you can tack on talking now. Sorry, y'all. You can also tack on like the challenge. If you do like one of those nutritional challenge packs, you can do one that also comes with a certification. So like if you wanted to get certified in 2B mindset, like you can tack it on for like way cheaper than if you just bought it separately. And that could be like a whole nother part of your business, you know? So I love that idea. I think that's really, really smart.
Mm-hmm.
And also keep in mind, Erin, do you want to talk about, like, just in case anyone does have on here, about the military discount?
Yeah, I can talk about that. I don't know if I know 100% what the military discount is, but it's active duty, veterans.
Yeah, it's active duty, veterans, reserves, like, so it could be, you know, National Guard or anything like that. And like if your spouse, like for instance, Bree is a good example. She's a veteran herself, and her husband is active duty or reserves, I mean. And so they both, like, she was able to sign him up for free. I think it's if you're active duty, you get like you and your spouse can sign up. But if it's like reserves, so that's just something to keep in mind when you guys come across customers who are military, because basically Beachbody, like Carl Deichler's dad was in the military, so they basically completely waived the coach fee. So that $39 is completely waived, and then the $15 a month is completely waived. So it's absolutely 100% free for someone in the military. There's a form underneath the coach back office. It's under forms and documents, and they can just fill it out, and they have to like send in their military ID or something like that. But it's completely waived, so that way, like, so anytime I have someone military, I'm like, if you're going to stay on Shakeology, you literally get 25% off and pay nothing, you know, to be a coach. So that's a really good, like, way to have a discount coach.
Yeah, that's how my husband's account is. He's in the military, and he does not pay that $15.95 a month because of that. So that's a good point. Do you guys have anything else? Caroline, do you think I missed anything? Can you think of anything else?
No, I think, like, you know, at the end of the day, like with Emerald in general, I know it's a sacrifice. I know Erin already touched on this, but I know it can definitely be a sacrifice. So, you know, like she said, be wise about how you do it. We don't want you guys over here. We're not trying to con y'all into anything, okay? Like we have y'all's best interest in mind, and like we don't want you guys, like, the last thing I want is for someone to have like financial issues from being a coach, to be like, I'm spending too much money on being a coach. We want you guys making money. Like, we want you at least breaking even your first few months, you know, like that's our goal. And so however we can help you guys, like, know that we're here for y'all in that. And like, if we can help strategize on what that looks like please reach out to your upline if that's like something you need help with. I know even for us, you know, I have like 3 accounts that I have to keep like 100 and 200 PV, and it's a lot. So, you know, we try to get strategic. You know, I even have really close friends in my small group who, when I'm about to place a Beachbody order, you know, I'll text them and say, hey, does anybody need anything? And I'll tack their order on and just like have them Venmo me, you know, like, I mean, that might not be like super kosher, but like, you know, they're like my best friends. And like, if they want some hydrate and it's going to help me stay active and not have to spend, you know, as much money, then, you know, you kind of have to just get creative. So, you know, just don't think about those things. You know, if you have a month where you're like, hey, finances are a little tight this month. I know December can be that way. And maybe you want to keep your husband's account active, or your mom or someone like that, because you want to get to Emerald or whatever. Like, think about those really close friends or whatever. So those are just some ideas that I think sometimes we forget about. You know, because I'll be like, hey, I'll cover the shipping, but does anybody need anything? So that just really can help, you know, kind of with, especially for me, because I've got 3 accounts I'm keeping active. So, but yeah, again, however we can help you guys, we just have your best interests in mind. And so keep that in mind.
Okay, awesome. So we call this call Emerald in 24 hours because it literally can be done in 24 hours. I watched a call today and it was Emerald in 1 hour. So I think I'm being nice to you guys and giving you 24 hours. But it really is just a decision. It really is. I know it is scary. I know that you can kind of feel uneasy about it, but it's the best thing that can happen to your business. And if you are serious about, like, I'm here to build a business, you have to do it. You cannot do this business alone. And that's the cool thing about what we do as coaches. We can't do this alone. We have to build a team. And that's the best part of this. That's the best part of it. So if you guys don't have any other questions, Tara, active duty and overseas, can they still get it? I'm under the understanding that all active duty members can get that that waiver. There's an FAQ that I can send to you. Yeah, Caroline says yes. Yep. Yes, if they have a US bank account. Yep. Cool. Okay, if you guys don't have any questions, thanks for being on.
Thanks, Erin. This was awesome.
You're welcome. Have a good evening, guys.